You're watching Van Trekking Lifestyle, a channel about retired travel in a small RV. While out on our latest trip, we noticed several things wrong with our Ekko. The biggest of which, the blind spot warning system just wasn't working properly, especially after it rained.
So why do we need to get the blind spot repaired? Well, there go two cars, hasn't gone off yet. Problem with having something that doesn't work, well, if you never had it, you wouldn't count on it. When you start counting on it and it doesn't perform as it's supposed to, I think it's actually more dangerous than not having it to begin with. That's why we're going to drive all the way back to Iowa to get it repaired while we're still under warranty. Well, we knocked out a little over 4 hours of the 15-hour trip to get back to Iowa. And we're at one of our favorite places, a Cracker Barrel. I'm tired. You ready for bed?
Yep.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
See you in the morning. Well, good morning. We slept really well last night. Seems like we've got sleeping in the van figured out. We're heading back to the factory for many reasons. A few of the things that are going on in our van. We've told you about the blind spots. We told you about the blinds themselves not working the way they should. But yesterday driving here, we were at 30% when we left the wedding, and the second alternator is supposed to charge it pretty quickly. And when we got here after a 5-hour, 6-hour drive last night, it had only charged it up to 60%. We're gonna try doing the factory service. It's a long ways to drive. It's like driving all the way to the Mayo Clinic to get a specialist, but a specialist is what you get. Let's hop back in the van and drive right back by the same place we left to head to the wedding. Good morning. Just a little nipply in here. We're trying to prove that the Balmer is not charging the way it should. We've had the air conditioner in the back running full blast with it on high since we left and Lynn started driving.
Freezing me to death.
It must be 55 degrees in here now. It is pretty cold. Nipply. Wow.
That wasn't bad.
You did it.
Well, I hadn't done it yet, but
Still at
I'm
the park, but
close.
you're pretty close. Are you waiting on a different shade of yellow?
yeah. Well, I didn't. I was actually
Costco gas fun. Look at that.
So we're going into Costco for not food.
Shorts.
Owen found these shorts that he really likes, and now he won't wear anything else. And
I brought 2 extra pair that look better, but they weren't very comfortable.
You gotta be
That's what we
comfortable
do.
when you're driving and traveling. That's the main thing.
Hey. They have my shorts. Tough friggin' duh. So when you're running low on clothes and you stay out a week or 2 longer than you think you're going to, you can just stop at Costco and spend like $60, get another 2 weeks worth of clothes.
You did, didn't you?
I almost did. I think I did. Thanks. See you later. Okay, we have 59 minutes left to get to the service center, and it has been a long day, hasn't it?
Long day of driving.
Well, it's after 6 and we're over here at the service center. We're gonna get in line.
So we're sitting in front of the service center, and Owen's over there sitting out with all the men waiting in line. I think we were number 2. I think right now walks up number 7. So glad we got here early. The numbers are growing. and growing and growing. She's watching her daddy, aren't you, Magpie? Everybody's filing in. It's right at 7 o'clock. They are very prompt. A lot of people out here first thing this morning.
So it's now 7:30. We're sitting in the van just drinking coffee and waking up. I guess I've been awake long enough to be in line since 6. One gentleman was out there at 5:45. I'm number 2 in line, so there's a chance that we'll get our service today, but there's a lot of things that have to happen for that to take place. But the way this works is you're in line. If you don't have an appointment, you get in line and it's the order that you're in line, and you get a little piece of paper when you walk in. You fill out all the information about your coach and also what you want done. Then you hand it back to them, and then they look it over, and then you're free to go at that point. They'll call you. You have to be here within 30 minutes after they call you so that you're back over here to speak to a service tech. If they don't call you by 1:30 in the afternoon, then that means you're not going to get called that day. You're free to go, hope for tomorrow. Right now, the process has been perfect. It's been a lot of fun to sit in line with a lot of gentlemen that are out there that are traveling coaches just like we do. And the staff that's inside, all I heard was just pleasantness. I don't know what they take early in the morning to be so pleasant and nice, but they were just so nice to everybody and so positive. And so far it's a thumbs up experience. And now we're just waiting, trying to figure out where we want to wait. No sense going anywhere because we're home.
Oh, Maggie. So Maggie and I are just sitting out here outside the Winnebago Visitor Center across the street from the Factory Service Center, just going for a walk, and Maggie, of course, is rolling in the grass. But it's a beautiful day here. It's only like in the 70s, so it's nice and cool. You ready to go for a walk? You ready to walk? No, you ready to roll? Rock and roll with Maggie. The Ekko's going to the doctor.
Well, we're number 2 on the board in there, but that doesn't mean that we're not doing a lot of just lying around and waiting. Just waiting our turn. I think around 1:30 we give up and we go do something fun today. Come back and wait our turn again tomorrow. Kind of betting, even though we're number 2 in line, that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. So when you come to Forest City to get your work done here at Winnebago, they have a really good dump station here, room for 4 rigs at the same time, and they have potable water. I'm not sure if I'm going to dump the cassette toilet right now, but I'm definitely going to fill up with water.
So we're at the Pamela County Park, Municipal Park here in Forest City. It's a place where we can come and dump and get some water. And while Owen's doing that, I'm going to take Magpie for a walk. Looks like it's $15 a night to camp here. They have 43 sites that have electricity. It's a beautiful little park, and it would probably be better for us to stay here since we got Maggie than it would be just at the Winnebago site. But Winnebago's free, and we have to get up early and be there, so we're going to opt to stay for free. Maybe just bring Maggie over here sometime tomorrow and take a nice little walk.
So we didn't cook tonight. We came out to the Boulder Tap House. It's awesome. Ton of TVs around to catch up on your sports. First thing we got was Mexican street corn dip. Let me show you this. This is phenomenal. I need to learn how to make this. By the way, we're in Mason City in Iowa. It's worth coming back for. It's awesome. Day 2 of waiting, and I'm walking over to make sure we're still in line to see if there are any updates. A bunch of people have arrived overnight. Again, it's mostly big rigs. I guess that's the way they come and get their rigs repaired here. Some people waiting outside, it looks like.
Day number 2.
Back here waiting in the van. If you look out the window here, here's the little parking area. They have 50 amp and 30 amp power here, little bitty camp spots, but at least they've got them. One thing I can advise you is if you come here, make sure you understand and get the information you need from one of the attendants, one of the service managers inside. Because people that have been here before, the rules have changed. We understood that last night there would be a list put up as to whether we would need to be there this morning, and no list was posted. And then we got up early again this morning and went back over there. Didn't need to do that. Once you're on the board and you have a number, at least as of right now, today, late 2022, if you're on the board and you have a number, they'll call you 30 minutes before your RV needs to be over there in the parking lot for service. So you don't need to get up every morning and go over there. I guess the only reason to check the board is to see if maybe people above you have been called in, so you know that you're floating to the top. For us, that's just one nice gentleman, and I hope he gets in today. Kind of hope we do too, but you know, it's just a waiting game, and there were a lot of RVs over there ready for service appointments today. So one good thing about the appointments, if you're willing to wait the 2 months or so that it takes to get an appointment here, they're very, very efficient at bringing you in and getting you out. So that may be something we do next time that we come here.
So when we called to see, you know, about coming here, we did check to see when we could get an appointment, and it wasn't until end of November before we could get an appointment. So that's why we wanted to go ahead and get it done now.
Yeah, we want to have all these things corrected before then. And for us too, our van will be out of warranty by then. So there was some pressing reasons to get here. And we might want to be in warmer weather by November too. And so we got the call. We packed up the van. Lynn is back here. She's going to stay here in our spot. We're going to put the room up and we'll just hang out here. Get over there. I'm not any taller than you. This is Caroline. Take care of us. See you later. All right, off goes our coach. Hey, Mag. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, I missed you too. I wasn't gone that long. I wasn't gone long at all. No.
Sweetheart.
Hey, sweetheart. Well, it's now almost 3 o'clock. We've waited all day. Let's go see how much they got done today. It would be really, really cool if Caroline told us that she's finished and we can start driving back towards North Carolina. But the expectation is we're going to have to be here again tomorrow. I know we're supposed to get our new window shades today, and she may have done the blindside detection today too, so that's cool. Head in and see what the verdict is.
So Owen just went and picked up the Ekko. They let you have your rig back, so we'll have somewhere to stay tonight. Roly poly, roly poly.
Does it feel good, Mag? Got you by the woohoo break now.
Day 3.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was done yesterday. Hopefully they'll finish today, and hopefully we'll get on the road. But up early again.
Got our little seats over here ready. Just sit out here today.
Didn't even set the room up today because there were no bugs yesterday. So my job right now is to take it over and wait on Caroline to come and pick it up and take it back to the service bay. Pretty cool. It's a very pleasant experience to come here. So
for sure.
I gotta go. If you're here for service, one of the things you can do is come in to the visitor center, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here. We'll spend a little bit of time in here today, and that'll kill some of the time waiting on the Ekko to be repaired. Lots of history in here. It's really neat. Right there. It's a theme here. And we have one of those right there. It looks like a 1959 trailer. Look at that, cool. I've always been amazed with truck camping. The kitchen, the dinette, bathroom. Decked out to go on the tour, and because they don't allow videography or photos in there, this may be the last time I talk to you about it with the tour. Enjoyed the factory tour. It was really good to see the inside of all the panels and things they put in there, the way they put the floor in, the places they insulate and still the places that they don't. It's really cool to see how it comes into the factory, and they start by cutting out all the windows and the top and the bottom, and it's just something. If you have a van like that, and I got to go through the Travado and the Revel factory, it's a good thing to see. On the way back, they stopped here at the Freedom Rock, and if you get to do that, it's pretty cool. All I've got to say is that is the way service should be done. We waited a day to get in, and it took one service day yesterday and 2 hours this morning, and it's ready to go. All the issues have been addressed. We have new blinds, all our windows are working properly. Bomber's been tested and everything's good there.
They did some extra seals on the air conditioner there, so there's no condensation, whatever the recall was.
And so everything, as soon as they walk in, blind spot's working. And we've got enough time now to drive another 8 hours, ironically probably back to the same Cracker Barrel that we've now slept at 2 other nights. We'll make it 3 nights. Caroline was our tech, and she was awesome. Fantastic to deal with, as was everyone here. I want to say too that we've had an experience before, like maybe some of you, where we've taken our RV in for service, where we bought it and we took it back to get service work done when it was about 6 to 8 months old. They kept it for 6 months. I'm not joking. Nice. And so 6 months, and we got it back, and about 75% of the things have been done. I don't think we'll ever go back to a dealer. We'll drive the 1,000 miles to come here, and if you, within 2 or 3 days, you can get work done, and these guys know every detail about how to do it right. I think that's the main thing is, you know, they're experts here on Winnebagos, and they have all the parts. They don't have to wait for parts to be delivered. Right. So, you know, I think that's a lot of the dealers, you know, what they say is, you know, they're having to order the part, they're having to figure out what it is, and they have to order the parts, and then, you know, it takes forever to get the parts. So for here, it's like, you know, they can figure out what it is, and, you know, they can have the parts right there. So you can call and get an appointment, and if you do, you're going to walk right in. If you don't, you can show up any day of the week, be here at 7 o'clock in the morning, put your name on a list, and then you'll get to walk in when it's your turn, and they'll work you in. Just also know that I just verified that inside by asking, but if you're going to come and you want to get in as quickly as possible, come Sunday night, spend the night, get up here on Monday morning and put your name in. The later in the week you put your name in, the more likely you may have to stay through the weekend. But they will work you in, and you will leave with everything working with a 90-day warranty on everything they do. So. And they also, don't they also do the 7 things that
You just want fixed?
Yeah, if you want to walk in, even if there's no warranty work to be done, you can come and get 7 things repaired right now. That's our current in 2022. And you just pay for the parts and labor just like you would at your dealer. Pretty awesome. And they work on any, you know, this is not just the vans and the Echoes. There's a lady across from us that has probably a 30-year-old coach, and she comes here to get it repaired. There's a lady beside of us that has a 20-year-old coach, and she was really, really sweet, and she drives here to get hers repaired as well from California. So she comes further than us. Pick up our chairs.
Yep.
Make sure everything's closed and locked. Put some gas in this puppy. Start driving east. Illinois. Hey!
Morning, Head. As much as we love to travel, if you do this, you know, if you have a home, that morning that you wake up, no matter where you're waking up, that you know tomorrow morning when you wake up, you're going to be at home. It's a special feeling. That's the feeling we have this morning. We're in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it's been a very long couple of weeks. We've traversed back and forth across to the Midwest many times in the last 3 weeks. But today, we have about 8.5 to 9 hours of driving, and we'll be back at our home.
When I first saw her, a black cat crossed my trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, can't get her off my mind.
What a trip it's been. There are the numbers. 12 miles per gallon. We've traveled 3,781 miles. And we've been driving for 72 hours and 46 minutes right now. Holy moly. Maggie's gonna get
Hang out the window.
out the window. This is one of the things she loves to do, is to get close to home. So a 73-hour trip to go 1,000 miles away from home. It's not really 1,000 miles away from home when you go there, go somewhere else, turn around, go back, and then come back home. But we're really glad we got the warranty work done on the Ekko. It feels good for all that to be taken care of. But feels good to be home. Thanks for riding with us. Right there.
Happy Tales are here again.
Happy Tales.